What's up, everybody? Keep that music going. All right. We're rebranding. Rebranding, not rebranding. Let's go, Brandon. Yeah, we're here. We're still here. We're not moving. We're not going anywhere. I say we. I mean me. Keep that music in. Keep it going. Yeah. Nothing like a cold beer. Yeah, we're rebranding, guys. It is the DT podcast. What does the DT stand for? I don't fucking know. Dave's take. Let's go with Dave's take on the world. I don't know. Yeah, we're rebranding, guys. I just went off the CMA logo. It doesn't make sense to do a podcast in association with a gym that we're not going to go ahead with any further. So I want to still do a podcast. I'm a huge podcast fan. All I do is watch and listen to podcasts. And I don't want to stop. Chugging a beer, not a good idea. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I just decided I don't want to stop doing a podcast. I don't want to stop talking to famous people, to my friends. When I log on by myself, I just decided I want to keep going. I don't want the train to stop completely. I want to do a podcast, if one a week, maybe two a week. I don't know. I want to talk about fights. I want to talk about past experiences in the gym. Analyze upcoming fights with Bert Green from the Burt Locker. Get one or two famous people on, podcasters, other people in the area. I don't know. Just keep fucking going, guys. That's what I say. That's the word of advice I would give anybody who wants to listen to me right now. You want to do something? Don't let anybody stop you. Keep fucking going. How's everybody doing? I don't have a lot to say tonight. Life has been incredibly busy for the last 3.5 months. It has been a chaotic time for me, physically, mentally. But yeah, you make it work. You find out what makes your life tick. You keep going, you keep pushing through. I'm starting to sound a bit like David Goggins. For that, I sincerely apologize. But I don't want to stop podcasting. I really enjoy sitting down and getting the warped thoughts in my brain out onto a podcast. This is exclusive to YouTube. I've decided I don't want to do Apple Podcasts and Spotify anymore because I don't want to. It's too much work. I've got to just do it, edit it, put it up, and whoever wants to watch can watch. If you want to listen and not watch my ugly mug, then please put your phone down. I don't really care. And yeah, that's basically what I say we. There's no one else. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. No other words to describe it. I want to keep doing podcasting, so I'm gonna fucking do it. So there's a lot going on. Definitely a lot going on in the world. I'm not going to touch on it now. But yeah, over the next few weeks, we got some good fights coming up. I want to talk about the backlash that I'm receiving from people who do not get or understand what Jake Paul is doing for the fight game. I didn't either. Well, chugging beer is not a good idea. Especially with a mic in front of your face. I'm a huge Jake Paul fan. And the only reason I am is because I've seen him break character and I see what he's about. And I'm going to touch on this next week with Bert Green from the Burt Locker. I think he's a genius. Bert is a genius. I think Jake Paul is a genius. He breaks character on his podcast with his brother Logan Paul, and they're making some huge moves in boxing and mixed martial arts. Mainly boxing because they're doing it in boxing, but they're fighting mixed martial artists. And some of the stuff that they're bringing to light with fighter pay and contractual obligations and things like that. Yeah, I'm going to debate this with Bert next week. I'm excited for that one. Fights coming up, politics. I'm not going to limit this to just a fight podcast. Politics and religion, the two dreaded topics that you're not supposed to talk about. I don't answer to anybody. I don't care. If you want to listen, listen. If you don't want to listen, don't listen. If you want to sprout hate in the comment section, I don't care. I will look at it. I will like it. I will comment back. I will get into that debate with you in the comment section. And I'll walk away not caring about your opinion. No more than you should care about mine. That's the beauty about this. I want to talk about how much of a hypocrite I am on certain things, because I see myself getting completely head over heels involved in everyday things in the podcast world that would be considered daytime TV, real-time, like reality TV. And, you know, the things like we'd make fun of back in the day, like the Kardashians and crap like that. It's like, who would watch that? Or Big Brother, who would watch that? Like, and I find myself being hugely involved now in the day-to-day goings on of podcasters. And that's essentially like life, real life. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say, but again, this is just what I do here at DT Podcast. Yeah, like, what else am I gonna religion, politics, fights, crazy events that have happened to you on nights out. I'll be asking you to share yours. I'll be sharing mine. The 9 to 5 rush of Switzerland. What are your experiences? We're gonna touch on many different topical grounds, I guess, on this podcast, because the previous podcast was more fight related and it didn't make sense to veer off into these other aspects, like music, for example. We talk a lot about music, and a more varied amount of guests that will be asked to come on to talk about their experiences. Other than that, I don't have a lot to say today. I just wanted to get on and introduce episode 1. I'm not going to call it episode 1. But rebranding the podcast to DT Podcast. I am going to update the Instagram later tonight. It'll be ready for when this goes. That will be DT__ Unfortunately, just the one underscore is not sufficient. A lot of podcasts out there. Other than that, do me a favor. All I want you to do, get me my view. Hit the video when ironically you're watching the video now, so you don't need to be told, but when another episode comes up, hit the video, right? Hit the like button. That's all I ask. Along with the subscribe button if you're a watcher and you're not subscribed. It'd be great. It would boost my numbers and it would show me that I'm doing something good. I think I have 146 or 7 subscribers, and I thought that number was low until my better half said if 147 people walked into this apartment right now, we'd have a tough time dealing with those numbers. Absolutely correct. I'm just a random guy living in Switzerland. You know what I mean? I'm going to finish this beer a little later because I don't want to be burping for the next 20 minutes. Guys, thank you very much for sticking with me and understanding the adjustments that we've had to make over the last few months. It's been an emotional roller coaster. I am super proud to do what I love and to have managed the last 2.5 years during the pandemic. Every single decision I made was calculated. I did it with people shitting on me, pissing on me, giving me horrendous advice, giving me the worst support from the people I thought I could trust and believe in me the most. But that's life, and that's what we deal with as people. Nothing is perfect, and the people you think are there for you actually end up being the people that are in your way the most, and they don't give a fuck, and they never will. And that's more of the topics that we like to discuss here on DT Podcast. So thank you very much, whoever supported the podcast in its previous form, and sincere thanks to anyone who's going to support me from today forward. Your views, your likes, and your subscribes and your comments are greatly appreciated. Thank you very much again, and I wish you all a very pleasant afternoon, evening, and night, no matter where you are in the world. Rock and roll.